is romance gone wrong.
Sad. You said that sounds the one you really liked.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what we were doing. I thought we agreed on that already.
Oh, no.
Oh, oh my god, thinking that's what we picked.
Okay.
All right. Grab your tea, pull up a chair, and welcome to the lair. I'm Tammy.
And I'm Alex, and we are the faces of Cozy Boutique and Dragon Lair.
And this is From Lair to Library, the podcast where we drag our favorite books to the screen to see if they actually live up to the hype, or if they deserve to get absolutely roasted by a dragon.
And we will roast them.
Yes, we definitely will.
Much like on Threshing Day.
Yes. I'm so excited for that book. All right. Let's start off with our typical snacks, drinks this week. What have you been doing?
Water. Lots of hydrating. It's been pretty, well, this week's been nice, but it hasn't been pretty hot here. And, probably risky popcorn and back on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one. I spent water as well. You know, we're getting closer and closer to my race, so trying to stay hydrated as much as possible. Snack-wise, though, I've been obsessed not only with fruit this week, but also with those like outshine popsicles.
Oh.
I'm trying to live it up. It is my last week of summer vacation. Okay. I start back at work next week. So
Yeah, I get that.
yeah,
I'd be living that up too.
I'm trying to live my best life this last week. But all right. Reads. What have you been reading?
What have I been reading? Well, the woman in cabin 10, because that is for this week's episode. And Lights Out.
Okay.
Lights Out. Yeah, Lights Out.
Okay.
Boy, that name slipped my mind.
Yeah. Haven't been reading as much this week. I, of course, reread the book that I'm doing today. Other than that, I have been trying to find new audiobooks to read.
Okay.
I'm trying to work on that and figure out kind of what I want to listen to next. I've been trying to, been busy between training and trying to get stuff right for school, so I haven't had as much time as I would like to read.
Yeah.
But, you know, it happens. There are weeks where we're on and off.
Yep.
Up and down. Today is just
sideways.
This week's just one that's off.
Yeah, I see that.
I get that. So we'll slowly get back into it. I believe in that. Typically by like the second, third week of school, I'm back into mode of listening to something. My long drive to work and home.
Yes.
So
those long drives.
I know. It's tough. I love it.
Well, since it is the last week of vacation for you,
I know. I'm so sad. I'm gonna cry.
We are going to do a vacation theme. Sun, sand, and survival.
Vacation gone wrong.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, our picks that we picked. I went more of like the relationshipy, cute, fluffy, more side of things. Where I know you went.
I went psychological thriller, murder, and mayhem.
Yep. Total opposite. Typical for our reads.
Yes.
All right. So let's start with mine. My book that I chose to do is Leave Before I Love You by Max Monroe. It's that second book to the Meet Me at Midnight. I absolutely loved Meet Me at Midnight. So excited when I found out that the next book was going to be the sister. It definitely took a turn I was not expecting. I will tell you that. The focus of this book is basically on, it's kind of like one of those where her best friend and brother ended up together. She's still single, pining kind of like in secret for her brother's best friend. type thing. So it's a very much like typical brother's best friend romance. I think the key difference is it takes a very big turn at the very beginning that I did not see coming at all. So, like, to give some backstory to these people, they're very much like in the high life of like their rich
Yes.
families in Miami. So, like, her dad owns this huge marketing firm where her brother and her best friend both work. And then the love interest, he has his own store called Adrenaline Junkies, where it's all about like different trips you can take, adrenaline thrills, things like that. So like they're very much in like the wealthy world. So it kind of the whole focus is they're going on vacation for New Year's, planning to just get away from Miami, go to a beach vacation kind of thing. It's supposed to be 5 of them. Her brother and best friend back out because her sister's expecting her second child, or her sister-in-law is expecting her second child. So they back out. Then you find out the other 2 best friends from her brother also back out. So it's just her and his best friend Henry. So it's just these 2 going on. She gets to the airport kind of thing, brings her suitcase, like normal people do when they go on vacation, right?
Yes.
Only to get there and he tells her, oh, you can only bring what you can fit in a fanny pack. Because here's
fanny pack.
Yep, in a fanny pack.
I can't fit anything in a fanny pack.
Because here's what she wasn't told. They are going to be parachuting onto this island. And she will be tandem riding with him as they jump out of the plane. So she can only pack what she can fit in a fanny pack that goes underneath her harness.
I kill him immediately.
So she has to basically go through her whole thing and only take what she can fit in the fanny pack.
Where's the rest of her stuff go?
She put it in her car.
Okay.
She just put the rest of the suitcase in the car. You know. So like what does? They go to leave. They're probably trying to remember how long they said they were. Like half hour into the flight.
Okay.
When all of a sudden the plane starts diving. He goes to the front, finds out that the pilot is dead. They don't know, heart attack, stroke, something happened. It was not like a...
That's what everyone wants when they're on a plane.
Right.
Is the pilot dying.
Yeah. He is not a pilot, clearly. So he doesn't know how to fix this. So what do? They jump out to save themselves. So they click together. He gets them out of the plane. You know, talk to their panic attack as they're going down, what to do once they hit the water, things like that. And they make it to an island. But the island is an uninhabited island. And we, just out there chilling.
All right.
So they're stranded on this island. For not days.
Oh.
Weeks.
Oh.
Well, they're waiting to see if somebody will rescue them.
Okay.
So then you find out this like backstory.
Yep.
You get told about backstory. You get, kind of see what's going on in their heads. Things happen.
As they do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of goes from there. I don't want to ruin it for people, but it kind of just goes from there. Looking at the tropes, because I know, I'm a sucker. I always look up tropes before I read books. Like, does it have the tropes I want? So it's friends to lovers, a forced proximity, flirty banner, slow burn. They definitely trauma bond. Stranded on an island, and it's a brother's best friend. Very much Miami vibes, beach vibes kind of feel. There's a bunch of secrets that happen. They have good banner though. I was very impressed with some of like their banner and how they handled it. But is definitely, I would say so much of like miscommunication as much as like they're just interesting people.
Mhm.
So, like, neither of them are very much like relationshipy people. They're like commitment folks, kind of, I guess. But somehow they're both dating somebody at the same time that this happens.
Okay.
But like, it's a clearly like they're very much like, I think she mentioned she had been dating the guy for maybe 2 months. He hadn't been much longer with the girl he was with,
Okay.
kind of thing. Very much more like they hung out and went out and partied together, lifestyle versus
Okay.
like a serious relationship kind of thing.
Well, there's a lot of partying
Well,
in the first book.
in the first book, yes, and you think she's hooking up with all these people, but you find out a secret of hers because they share lots of secrets on this island. You find out a secret of hers that she's been hiding from everybody until she tells him. So it's a very much interesting to see kind of thing. I will give warning that it is a pregnancy. So I know some people aren't a fan of that, but it is like a surprise pregnancy thing. For those, it's more toward the end of the book. So I feel like you can enjoy it even if you aren't like a super big fan of it because it kind of like ends with that being like the surprise toward the end. But it was very much interesting. I liked the chemistry between them, which you see like flashbacks from when they talk about their past.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, it's her brother's best friend. They've been friends since like grade school. So she's known him a long time. So I kind of liked the banner that they had. Like growing up, you tend to get banner with somebody the more you know them.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But to see like some of the flashbacks of like, oh, we've kissed before, or like, oh, we've done this, and like it's clearly you guys have chemistry, but neither of you are ready to like settle down, kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's very much like you can tell that there's chemistry between them, and that it's been there for a while. This isn't new. It's like been under the surface for a while. But just like how he is able to handle her, and like you read the first book, so you know, like she very much comes off with like that bratty rich girl of like, oh, I work for my dad, but do I really work? No, because I'm going to take a 2-hour lunch to go get a mani-pedi.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, or I'm just going to leave for the day. It's only noon. I've been here for an hour. I'm good. I'm going to go. And it's like you find more about her character and stuff while on the island, and they're like getting to know each other. I feel like even more in depth because what else is there to do when you're two people stranded on an island, I guess. But like the way he's able to help her and see her not as like a materialistic person, even though that's what she puts off, but like he can almost like, it's like he sees her, which I love that when like somebody sees somebody is like, they're trying to put up a front, but it's like, no, I see who you really are.
Yeah.
And I love that about that. Their relationship was really good. It was a well written book, I think. It's very much more of, I would consider this one of my like fluff books that I read in between like heavier, which I mean makes sense since we did like the whole red flags, fourth wing.
Yeah.
This is more my fluff book before I get into another bear.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's definitely fluffy.
Yes. So it's very much a fluff book, which I love my fluff books. They make it so much easier to help me to get out of my like,
it's like a palate cleanser.
Yes, especially if you're reading like bigger books, like fantasy books and things like that. Like,
yes.
So it was very nice to have like a reprieve, which I loved about that. So that was my choice for the discussion of this one. It was very much like they're supposed to go on a beach vacation, but clearly it went wrong and they're stranded on an island.
At least he's hot.
Yeah, that's true.
My book was The Woman in Cabin 10. It was popular a few years ago. Oh my God. I first read it when I was in our second apartment, so it's been a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Netflix movie now with Keira Knightley as the lead. I love her.
I did not know this.
The movie was good. Obviously, there's changes, but for the most part, it was pretty good. Followed the book pretty well.
Okay.
So the book follows Laura, or Lo. She's a journalist in London. She's an alcoholic and has insomnia.
Interesting.
Yes. And she's also traumatized by a recent burglary, which left her trapped in her bedroom for hours. And her relationship with her boyfriend is a little rocky at the moment. So there is a yacht. I'm going to say it's a yacht, called the Aurora Borealis, and she was offered a chance to be on this boat, and it's owned by businessman Lord Richard Bulmer, and he also invited a whole bunch of other people that are also in journalists. In the movie, it was like social media and a whole bunch of stuff just for like basically advertising. And she borrows something from the cabin next door, which ended up being cabin 10 because she's in cabin 9. And that's where she first sees this woman. And this is when it all spirals. So she asks people, like, who is this woman? Everyone's like, what are you talking about? There's nobody in that room. And she starts finding things, but because she's an alcoholic, they're all like, oh, you're just drinking too much. And she's like seeing like blood spatter, a woman's hair in the drain, because she'll like sneak into the cabin to like see like who's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And but then she'll go and talk to Balmer, and then all of a sudden all the stuff is gone and they're gaslighting her and thinking she's crazy.
Oh, jeez.
So all of this unravels. Everyone's kind of like, you're all a little nuts. She ends up figuring out who this woman is. And if you haven't read it, I don't want to give away because the twist is pretty big twist.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it coming. And there's an affair going on.
Oh,
I'm going to leave it at that.
okay.
There's an affair going on. His wife is dying. There's a whole web of just lies and everything going on in this triangle of weirdness. So then Lo knows she's not crazy, and literally up until the end, they make her think she's crazy, but in the end she does like figure it out, and everyone's like, oh shit, these people are crazy.
Yeah.
So the twist was pretty good. I didn't see it coming, and I love books that do that because I don't want to be able to guess.
Right.
Because it was vacation, that's why I chose this. But recommendation, Freedom McFadden is really good at it too. You think you got it, and then you don't.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, well then it's this, but it's not. I love that stuff.
I know, you're so into that.
Make me crazy. So, the psychological aspect of it, great. It almost kind of gaslighted you into thinking you're crazy. Because you're like, wait, did she? And then you're like looking back at it.
Okay.
It is easy to follow though. So it's not like crazy psychological, but it is kind of like, you're feeling her being gaslighted. So you feel like you're being gaslighted too. But it is a pretty easy read. This is my fluff.
Okay.
This is my thriller fluff.
Nice.
And they're all red flags, all of them. They're all horrible people that are on this boat.
Yeah.
So no one's helpful in any aspect of anything. And the staff is in on everything too.
Oh, of course they are.
Yeah.
They're getting paid.
Yeah. So everyone is either oblivious or they're just like, okay, something's going on here, and they're cut out.
Gotcha.
But she ends up surviving. But yeah, it was pretty good.
Thanks.
I'm pretty impressed. A lot of people hated it. To each their own. Again, it's my fluff, so I thought it was good for what it is.
Yeah. I feel like you go into those kind of books knowing, like, it's not going to be like your 10-star reads.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh my gosh, that goes way above a 5-star.
Yeah.
But
I give it a 3.
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
But it's enough to like help cleanse the palate. Enough to like get you out of your head for the last one.
Yeah.
Which is what we need.
The movie was pretty good too. I love Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
So I think they did a really good job with the movie as well.
Pride and Prejudice. It's the one I got every time.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
That too. It's a good one too.
All right. So we're going to go into the packing list.
All right.
So 5 items that you are going to pack for your romantic getaway.
Okay. 5 items for me to get away. I'm thinking, especially being me, first item's going to be sunscreen.
Oh,
if we're going to a beach anywhere or anywhere, I burn so easily. Definitely bringing sunscreen. Definitely bringing like a bathing suit of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
My flip-flops. Because, beach. That's what, basically you live in those kind of things when you're at the beach.
Yeah.
I'd say toothbrush. Because I hate when I can't brush my teeth. What would be my 5th thing? Now, is it a given I'm taking my phone, or does a phone count as an item? What do we think about that?
I'll say it's a given.
Okay, it's a given. Perfect. Because I don't have to worry about that then. I would definitely say I'd probably bring... I don't know why my phone, so I'd have my Kindle Unlimited on there, so it wouldn't be a bug. Probably sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Yeah. Those would be my 5 things. Okay. What about you for your thriller scenario packing list?
Surviving my thriller. Definitely probably gonna have like my actual camera.
Mm-hmm.
Probably carry around like one of my many pocket knives that my husband has in his collection. Like, gotta have like, survival.
Yeah.
I don't know why my brain's going to this, but like all black outfit to sneak around. I was a classic robber. I don't know why.
Like, so we're a secret spy over here. Like, you're pulling some James Bond crap out of your belt.
I feel like it would depend on where I was, but since my book was on a yacht, I'm going to say some sort of floating device that I could pack and easily just kind of have it blow up if I need to like get off the boat.
Yeah.
And escape.
Okay.
And a journal.
Okay.
To keep all the clues together.
Makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, clearly very drastically different packing lists for different vacations. So it's kind of, I feel like I'm going to be the one who's screwed in this next part then.
I'm dropping you into the lair.
Yeah.
And with your things, do you think you could survive on an isolated island or boat or wilderness with only your packing list?
No. Let's be honest. If I am stuck in a remote somewhere and have to
Shove your flip-flop at the killer.
I'm like, I'm in flip-flops and a bathing suit. I mean, I have sunscreen so I'm not getting burnt at least, right? And my toothbrush so I can brush my teeth.
That's true.
Really, like,
If you're dead, though.
I know. I know survival things. How am I starting a fire? How am I going fishing? Like,
Yeah.
like, I have nothing to do anything with anything.
No.
Like, my toothbrush, I sharpen it down to make it
A shit.
so I can try to, like, spear fish. And I don't know, like, I'm, like, I'm doing so hot at this.
Poor Tab.
I feel like I'm just...
She immediately died in this scenario.
Yeah. If I had even the slightest clue what was going to happen, I'd probably have different things. But I'm thinking romantic getaway. I'm not thinking survival. I'm thinking, oh, we're going to the beach. Oh, we're going to have fun. Oh, we're going to...
Yep. No serial killers. No isolation.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going for a blast, not for survival of the fittest. So I'm clearly not making it out of this one. There's nothing I could do unless I can somehow remember anything I learned in Girl Scouts to make things out of what I find around my area.
If I had a base to survival off of Girl Scouts, I'd be done for. I don't remember anything from Girl Scouts at all.
I don't either, girl. Most of what I learned was when I was camping with my family growing up, not really even Girl Scouts.
I didn't even learn that.
Yeah, I used to camping all the time when I was younger.
Camping, quotation marks.
Oh no, we had like a pop-up camper that we went all over.
No, my grandma had to have the RV or nothing.
Gotcha.
She glamped.
Yeah, no. We were very much pop-up camper. I remember we had family tuck time when we were going to leave, where we kind of like lower the thing and we'd all be tucking at the sides to get the top floor decked out. There were sometimes when we went with other family where my cousin and I would literally sleep in a tent.
And then you got me and my husband who are in these terrifying Appalachian mountains with nothing but a literal tent.
Yeah.
To put me between me and the bears and the spooky things.
I tent camp too sometimes, just not in the mountains like that.
This was before I found Appalachian Mountain Talk.
Huh?
And now I'm scared.
Yeah. That would be too. So, opposite end here though. How would it be with you surviving? Drop it off on a romantic getaway with what you backed. What are you thinking?
I think the exact question was, how awkward and unhinged do you look? Pretty unhinged.
Yeah? Especially your black outfit looking like you're a stinking spy or something.
I'm ready to go. Ready to be in the darkness, in the shadows.
I mean, you got your camera, at least you can take pretty photos, right?
It's true. I think people be looking at me like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Why are they dressed like they're going into combat, but taking pictures of the beach?
Definitely be an interesting...
I would be committed. I'd be committed. I would barely even make it, like, through the lobby. They would automatically be like, get the straight jacket.
Yeah. I feel like you'd fare very much better than I would, at least.
Yeah, I could bite them off. I have my knife. I can just swing my camera if I need to.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'd up to Deer Book, I'd be done for.
Yeah.
You went on a romantic vacation, you would... I feel like you could easily make it work, though. You'd figure out some way.
Probably.
I ain't surviving on what I got. There's no surviving with that. Yeah. We're very different odds of the spectrum there.
Oh my god.
Oh. I mean...
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. It is what it is. All right. So, what are
we doing next? Podcast.
Yeah. So, school starts.
Oh, don't even remind me. Starts on Thursday next
So
week.
I thought we could do some school theme.
Okay.
And so we're gonna do like a well, I could do like a dark academia, but then you're gonna do like some sort of teacher romance.
Okay. This should be interesting.
It should be.
I'm excited to read the book that I picked for this.
Me too.
Any recommendations you have? I'm more than willing to hear.
Well, some of the recommendations that I found, if you want to know, is, and I lost my page that I had all of my notes on, and now I'm lost. Hold on, I got this. One more. Okay, one more.
You're probably never gonna find it.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna find it. I think that. Oh wait, no, I did find it. I don't know why my thing went all the way down. So your potential book ideas:
Okay.
Love Hypothesis,
Uh-huh.
The Headmistress by Melina McKay, or The Teacher by Frida McFadden, or like, just something to think about when you think about what book you want to read.
Yeah. Are you excited to dive into that?
And then, my potential ideas are They Never Learn, The Secret History, or The Swallows, or Nocticadia. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what any of these are, but I already have a book in mind.
Yeah. As I say, I think you were mentioning you have a book in mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure mine out. I guarantee you one on my TBR list.
Oh, I'm sure.
I have something somewhere.
I mean,
I'm sure.
Both of our TBRs are like 5,000 books. So
it's way too long. I'm never gonna end up reading all
no,
of
we're
them.
gonna die before we
Yeah.
finish our
I'll
TBRs.
never be able to finish them.
At least our bookshelf will be pretty.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Gotta love to look at the bookshelves. All right. Well, until next time, fellow book dragons, we're going to clearly be back in school and reading that. That should be fun.
She'll be back in school. I'm still being tortured at mine.
I know. But keep your blankets cozy, your TBR fiercely guarded, no matter how big it is, and your Dr. Pepper ice cold.
And order that takeout. Don't burn the library down going crazy over your possibly serial killer boyfriend, fake boyfriend. I don't know. I didn't have a boyfriend in mind. Yeah, whatever trope you got. And when you walk by the bookstore, buy the book.
Just buy
your bank account. Just close your eyes and hand over the credit card.
Or pre-orders.
I'm
so into pre-orders right now, man.
Yes.
Especially when it comes with artwork and stuff. Oh, chef's kiss.
All the pre-orders.
All right. Until next time. Bye.